My name's Sun Bin, aka Paul, and I'm from Seoul, South Korea.
My name is Sasha Swarovski. I'm the head men's soccer coach here at the University of Maryland, and I am the proud coach of Paul Bin.
Well, it all started in Arizona when I played for the academy team, Real Salt Lake, and I knew something was wrong with me. I couldn't really understand it. I kind of just hid it, didn't really deal with it in the best way, and it got to a point where I almost committed suicide at a hotel balcony. I just wasn't ready to fully accept that I was dealing with depression at the time, and decided that maybe a new change of location was going to do me well.
We are a pressing team. Paul loves to press. We are an attacking team. Paul loves to attack.
But the same old thing just kept coming back up.
All of those things that I hoped to see, I didn't see the first year. I saw them for a day or two, and then it would go missing.
And as the year went on, we started to notice that Paul seemed lost and was struggling.
It's very, very difficult to see a mental illness, to feel what he is feeling or not feeling.
I don't think he fully understood everything that was going on in his life in order to communicate that to the people to get the help that he desperately needed.
His highs were sometimes too high, his lows were too low.
I'm just laying in bed, alone in the dark, crying every night. It got to a point where I just sat at the McKeldin Mall and I just contemplated to myself on whether I should end my life.
But it wasn't until that moment that he came into my office here in a heart-to-heart meeting that I was prepared to really find out what was going on.
Yeah, I remember that so well. I got a call from Sash and I sat on the couch and Sash asked me, "Is there anything you wanted to tell me?"
And I simply said, "Paul, something is wrong. Please open up. Let us help you. Trust us."
And I knew there and then that he knew.
Paul made a decision to return to Korea for what we thought was going to be 6 months. It ended up being an entire year.
I cried every day. I'd just stay up, cry, because I knew that my mom would be asleep. And I didn't know why I was crying. I had no reason to cry. The only thing I could see was darkness, and I literally couldn't see a shed of light. And I was contemplating that day. I was contemplating whether I should end my life. And then I hear my mom's door open, and I hear the floor squeaking. And she comes into my room and just gives me the biggest hug and tells me that everything's gonna be all right. And I screamed at her. I told her I can't see a way out. Yeah, and I realized then that my mom hadn't slept for a year. She saved my life.
It was a long process. And through that whole time, we were there for him. I'm really proud of his teammates. They stayed connected to him. That meant a lot to him. Quite frankly, we didn't know if Paul was coming back, and it was okay. We just want him to get well.
It's almost unheard of a coach having faith in a player that's taken a year off soccer, and especially in an environment such as Maryland, which is the highest of collegiate soccer. And for him to still have faith in me and for him to still contact me, see if I was okay, just meant so much to me. And I realized that I needed to repay all the people back that have been supporting me, that have loved me.
When he came back, that's when I met Paul.
It was incredible. This was a changed man.
I think for me, it all started in the spring season. We went to England. It was the first time I opened up to my teammates about dealing with depression, and just to get that acceptance was just a huge sign of relief.
I think that Paul really understands now what it means to be the type of person that understands what excellence is, what it means to be a part of something bigger than yourself.
But I think it was the Indiana game in the semifinal of the College Cup that really just sunk it all in for me, because obviously we weren't the favorites to beat Indiana. And I told myself before that game that I'm going to leave everything out on the field, so I have no regrets. We won that game, and after the game I literally just crashed to the ground and started crying, because 2 years ago I would never have expected me to be standing in the College Cup. I just never stopped believing.